Hey guys, namaskar everyone, this is Shorab and you're welcome to a very interesting video, because in this video I'm gonna make a Kubernetes MongoDB cluster. It's not going to be a stateful cluster. So before starting, I would like to share you a story that why I'm making a DevOps video. So first of all, I'm not a DevOps engineer, I'm a full stack developer, but it's a totally new field to me, but yet I need to manage it, because I was making a project that actually uses an ACID transaction. So what is ACID transaction? Let's say if you have a database which have two collections. First of all, the first collection which will take a appointment for garage, and another collection is for user appointments, but it need to be used parallelly, because for example, if you were transferring your money from your Bcash account or a bank account to your friend, then a x amount of money will be minus from your account, okay? And this kind of the same amount of the money will be added to your friend's account. But what if the time when the operation was happening, while you were sending your money, it's successful, but at the receiving end of your friend, it got some errors. So where's the money gone? Because you have already minus your money, but he didn't get it because of that problem. So to prevent this, anticipate this problem, the transactions come in. So what is transaction? Transaction will make a session of database, two collections or one or more, and it will, if in this part, if any kind of error happens, it will uncomment the transaction, okay? So that nothing will be minus from your account and nothing will be added to your friend's account. It will be nil, okay? So to accept this, I used Docker with Docker Compose, which is okay, but I was always wanted to do it with Kubernetes, because I know that when I need to scale to a X amount of or n number of times or users, we must need to use Kubernetes or Docker Swarm. But Docker Swarm is not, the community of Docker Swarm is not that much good as of now, but Kubernetes does. So that's why I am here. So let's get started. I have seeking to a lot of peoples, but they just mocked me out. So that's why I'm making this video, so that it can be useful to you. And I'm using English because I want people to learn it. So let's come here, the Kubernetes. You must need to install Docker as well. And after that, just open up your Docker. Okay, so what do you need? We need a Minikube. You must need to know how to install Minikube, because I'm not going to cover everything, each and every part. It's not going to be a spoon and feed tutorial. Just come here and install it of your one. You also need to install the kubectl command line tool. So you can refer here to start it. Just come here, getting started. Talks, tutorials, production ready, and we have this kind is a good thing. Kubectl, first of all, you need to install the kubectl, then you can use Minikube. In this video I'm going to use Minikube because I'm not going to use however, you can also use Docker. From here, settings, you have the Kubernetes. You can just enable it, so that if you enable this, you don't need to install any other Minikube or kind that thing, but you must need to install the kubectl, which is the command line interface for Kubernetes. Okay, so let's use the Minikube here, because they're also not that much great thing. So first of all, I'm gonna open up my VS Code, and I'm gonna go inside my RiveBrains folder where I have installed my everything. So first of all, the requirement is that you need to the prerequisite is that you should know how to build a Docker image and push it to your Docker Hub. So you can find out a lot of videos in YouTube. So you just need to make a Docker file and just copy this thing here from Mongo. It's the official Mongo image, and you just need to make a Mongo key file inside the etc and key under the etc folder Mongo key file. You need to generate it. Okay, then you need to give it some permission, that file, and so that you can use it later on. After that just come here in this thing, and you can see that Mongo, you can use it. Okay, so here after pushing that, you can use this name here. Just completely remove it. Now just come here, docker Mongo, because we need some something. So let's come here. I'm gonna have this Kubernetes folder to use it. This is the first thing that I have tested out, and it was working quite well. That's why I'm gonna refer it, but I'll try to do my best with a new folder. You can create another folder, but in my case I'm gonna use it here. So I'm gonna come here and make it like db.yml, database.yml. First of all, you need to create a persistence volume. So to do that, I'm gonna go for the persistent volume, and here we need to name it that dbpv. Okay, it means database persistent volume. We need to give it a name that 1 GB. It has a file system. Okay, and read returns, I'm gonna make it at delete, and it should be a standard, and we don't need this. I'm gonna keep this file in the host path, and the path name is going to be data. Okay, and after that I'm gonna use this type, I guess. Yeah, type directory or create. Fine. If this data exists, then use it, directory. Otherwise, if not, then create it and use it. So simple. Separate it and create another file, configuration for persistent volume claim. This is the persistent volume. We need to claim it to use in our deployment. Okay, so to do that, I'm going to use persistent volume claim, and the name should be a little bit identical so that I can use it easily. And PVC, and I'm gonna use the volume name, and just the volume name is this thing, which I have declared before in the persistence volume. Then I'm gonna access the enter storage GI, yeah, file system returns ons. Okay, I guess I don't need to do anything else. Just simply I can also use this. I think it should be here. Okay, now we need to separate this so that we can go for our deployment file. The deployment I'm gonna use oh my bad, I have deployment and all my database. Fine, this is it. And I know that MongoDB runs on port 27017. This is the port, and the image, which is really important, so I'm gonna refer it from here. This is the same image that I have uploaded to my Docker Hub. You can also use it if you want. So okay, now what I need this to be increased on GI, and remember we have created this persistence volume claim, which will claim this persistent volume, so we need to use it here. Okay, right, just come here. It should be at the level of containers, where it will use volumes. Okay, Oh, why it's not working? Before that, let's use this as the command that's simple. mongod. We have another thing called args. That args will contain the auth. It is really important. Then we'll use replicaset and then the replicaset name, which is rs0, and then we'll use dash key file, and then we'll use etc mongo key file, if I'm not wrong. This is the same file, mongo key file, right? Okay, but this is not enough. We need to also use dash bind IP all. Then we need a port. Then we need the port. Okay, but this is also again not enough. We need db path, which is data db. Okay, this is not equal to, it should be this. Fine. Now what? Now we need the volume. Volume mounts, and where the mount path, and the name. The mount path is datadb, and the name is database volume. We need the volumes here. Well, let's come here, volumes. Okay, now what I need, we need the name. The name is here. Okay, then not this. I'm gonna use persistent volume claim. The claim name, what was our claim name? The claim name was dbpvc. Just copy this at the bottom, and I'm gonna use it here. My bad. That's okay. That's it. So now we need to create a service to access it, right? The service is pretty simple. Let's name it MongoDB SBC. And this is important. The port, we know that where it runs. The target port. And the type, I'm going to use load balancer. And the app, this should be pointed to this MongoDB, because I'm going to expose this, right? I'm going to use this service here. That's it. Okay, now let's open it up. You need Minikube start your Minikube server. it may take a little bit of time, and it is required to open up the Docker in background. And pardon for my voice, because I'm a little bit feeling pain in my throat. That's why my voice is a little bit sounding weird. Okay, it's been created, I guess, and let's copy this. We can use it here. That's okay. I'm gonna ctl get all. Okay, it has the only default port. This is that headless service. I'm gonna use cd k8s. We have this too, but I'm gonna use this. Just simply come here, kubectl apply.f dbyml created kubectl get all. Yep, it's working like this, right? It's like a charm, but as we are using the load balancer and using Minikube, we must need to use Minikube tunnel. Otherwise it won't work. Now if you clear it, run it, see, it has this now. Fine, and the container is creating. So I'm gonna keep a look on it. And it's created. Now let's access it. This is the very important part, because we're gonna add the authentication and Replicaset here now. External Replicaset. We're gonna use latest version of Mongo. That's why I'm gonna not use Mongo. It's Mongos now. So I'm gonna use admin and just simply come here, open up MongoDB rs initiate, just open up the latest version of it, scroll down a little bit, just copy this and paste it out here. We have only on Replicaset to use this transaction, and we have the localhost to be working on. Yeah, this is the localhost. And what was our rs file Replicaset name? rs0. Let's use it here, rs0, and just copy this. It's the localhost 127.0.0.1, I guess, right? Yeah. Fine, so just simply copy this, paste it out here in the admin, and okay. But this is not what I was looking, so I must need to use another thing, which is the user creation. So let's come here, create user, create root user. Just simply come here, create a user. Okay, not like that. I'm gonna use Mongo 7 and create user, Mongo authentication, DB user. Okay, create user. Okay, role, user, password, role, database, role, authentication, client server. We don't need this. I mean, we don't need that much thing. Just simply come here, create user, authenticate password, custom data, your roles. I mean, we don't need this. Yes, we can use it, or just simply roll it down. dbconfig role admin. We need a root, user, this thing, reporting, roles should be root. It's found root. Root's not there. Let's say I have already used this. It's password roles. The roles is using root and the database DB, right? So that's what I was looking for, I guess. So I'm going to use this simply just copy this. I'm gonna paste it out here to configure it. I'm gonna run this password. Like what it can be is password, and the username can be a username. Just remove this, and it should be root, and the database should be this. I don't need this, or you can use it as well. Simply just copy this, paste it out here. Okay, exit. We don't need this, just remove it. Get SPC. We have this working fine. Well, so let's copy this, open up our MongoDB, and let's come here. And the password was username, and password, that was the admin, and we have R is 0, and let's connect it, and voila, we are here. So let's disconnect it and copy this to test it out in our real environment. Just open it out, and let's try our ACID transaction. I'm gonna open up new folder and just opening up here in the Modanok, and I'm just gonna deliver it here. Password and it and everything. This was it. I'm gonna go for the backend server. Yeah, it's building. I guess we made some mistake here. Yes, we did some mistake. The replica set is not defined here. Just simply rerun it. Yeah, okay. Open up our Postman. I know this video is a little bit lengthy, but yeah, it's important. Just simply open up our okay. I'm gonna log in, not log in, but first of all we need to run it. Yes, it's created, and I'm gonna open it up. Yes, we have this database. Grace, this is okay. Let's. I don't have the OTP right now, so I'm gonna make it manual here, and let's copy that database. Sorry, here, Grace, and I'm gonna create an appointment here, which will be cost for both two. This thing, yeah, they are working. And if I run this, and if you think that just like other videos, they are using this, and it cannot be connected, right? So yeah, that is it. Thank you, everyone. I hope you have learned a quite good amount of DevOps now, because I was having some problem with it, and finally I'm able to solve this with this manual thing. The official Kubernetes was doing something called environment here to set it up, but I found it more useful because that was not working for me. It might be work for you, but this is one of the use cases and a solution for you to use standalone replica set of MongoDB and achieve the ACID transaction, and making it exposed to external access using with the authentication as well. Okay, so yeah, thank you, everyone. So before that, I'm gonna release my stores. So I'm gonna delete everything. Then I'm gonna also delete the private volume claims and private volumes, the services. I'm gonna stop this tunnel. Again, I'm gonna go for Minikube SSH. I'm gonna remove that as you can see that in this data we have a lot of things, right? So okay, so I'm gonna remove it, sudo rm sref, okay, exit, oh my bad, exit, okay, so that's it. Let's stop the Minikube. It may take a little bit of time, but I hope you understand what I was trying to solve, and that's what I was struggling so much, and finally I found it, and by doing some debuggings and etc. But yeah, try it out. Definitely I hope you it will give you a little bit of value as well. So thank you, goodbye, take care, namaskar.